G'day Darkrealmers, it's horror author and illustrator Michael J. Elliott here with you again today. And today we're going to be looking at a movie called Dark House. Okay, now if this is your first trip to the Diaries, welcome. Thanks so much for joining us. And if you want some help in finding the best in horror movies, horror books, creepypasta, Hollywood trivia and general news about the world of horror, then you've come to the right place. Just hit that bell notification and the subscribe button and you'll always be up to date. Okay, Darkrealmers, Dark House. Now, it's from the director of Jeepers Creepers. But does that make it any good? Well, I'm going to let you know right now. Yeah! Okay, Darkrealmers, well, this movie opens with young Nick, 23-year-old Nick, played by Alex Kleintank, visiting his mum in a psychiatric institution where she's been hospitalised since he was young, in his childhood. And she promises to tell him who his father is and, let him know that, yes, he is still alive and that, his father may hold the key to this terrible psychic power that Alex holds. Well, his mum starts talking towards the walls and the grating, and he gets very frustrated and grabs her arms, and he sees how she's going to die, and this is the basis of his power. He can see how someone is going to die. Okay, we cut then, which starts off as a very good premise, to a scene where Alex is in a bar trying to chat up a woman, and this scene really goes on way too long, Darkrealmers. I found myself, this is only 10 minutes into the movie, mind you, I found myself losing interest because the scene was just too long and too drawn out, and it only starts picking up when Alex is sitting down with this new girl and his best friend, and his best friend says, look, Alex will show you how you're going to die, and he demonstrates his powers. Then we get cut to 8 months later, where Alex is called into a judge who gives him some papers that were left by his mother. Now, his mother has died in a fire which was started down below. So no, you don't have to be real genius to know who Alex's father is, okay? So Alex goes home, opens all these papers and finds there's this picture or photo of a house. Now, this house Alex has been drawing ever since he was a child, and it explains how he, took an interest in architecture because, all the pictures of this house he drew, and he kept drawing and got better and better at them. And he finds out where this house is located. So naturally, him and his now pregnant girlfriend and his best friend go off to find this house, and they go to the traditional, backwater town where that house, no, that got, great flood, broke that apart. He says, look, I just want to find it, even if there's something there I can relate to. So they give him directions, and along the way he finds some county road surveillance, and they become friends. Now there's one of them is a woman, and her name's Lilith. Ding! So that doesn't give you a clue about what's going on. Nothing will, Darkrealmers, okay? Now, they do actually find the house, which is in remarkable shape, considering it's been, come down from a flood. And they go inside, and then suddenly there's this really weird-looking Tobin Bell. Tobin Bell from Saw, yeah. Okay, and he says, this isn't your house, get out, and he's got an axe, and okay. So that's the basic premise of them trying to find out what's going on with this house. And they're being chased by these axe-wielding they're almost like clones of Tobin Bell. Now, he's got this ridiculous long-haired wig on, and he's wearing a dust jacket and grotty old clothes. But you can't hide the fact that it's Tobin Bell, okay? It just doesn't gel, okay? You just can't look past that. He's supposed to be a character called Seth, okay? And, the basic premise is that, you know, he's guarding the house, okay? Now, these roadside workers aren't what they appear to be. And this is where the movie, for me, it got into a lot of trouble, Darkrealmers, because it didn't know what it wanted to be. Okay, was it going to be a Son of Satan film? Was it going to be a psycho, let's chop everyone to bits movie? Was it going to be a redemption movie? All these things, they're small parts that didn't gel, okay? It's a great premise, but it just didn't gel, okay? Because the writer never bothered taking it further, you know, just introducing, you know, what the house was, what Tobin Bell's character was, and Nick, you know, you are, you know, the son, you know, this is, you know, why you're here now. Now, I can't give you too many details without spoiling the entire plot line and giving it all away to Darkrealmers. Now, you know I don't do that. But as I said, this movie tries very hard to be something different. Unfortunately, it just doesn't succeed, because the main problem, as I said, it's sort of 3 or 4 subgenres of horror cobbled together to make one story. Now, instead of going with one plot device and expanding that and making the characters really interesting, that would have been great. I feel it would have worked a lot better. But as it is, the characters aren't really involving. Young Nick, the only things we know about him, he's 23, he's an architect, and he's got this psychic power. But apart from that, he's really bland. He's not terribly interesting. His pregnant girlfriend's basically there, you know, just really as a plot device. Her pregnancy is a way for the plot to carry forward, okay? And as for the fact that, you know, it says starring, you know, Tobin Bell, that's a bit of a long stretch, Darkrealmers, because he's basically in 3 or 4 scenes at most. Okay, now the ending is a little bit, you know, unexpected, but it just totally pulls you out of the moment, because it's not something you're expecting, but it's not explained very well either, okay? And then we get another, you know, the ending that you think you're going to have, and then it moves forward, you know, it gives you that sort of, there may be a sequel involved, okay, which didn't happen. And for one, I'm pretty grateful for that, because look, it's got moments of tension. There are genuine horrifying moments in there, and as you work out what each person is in this movie, you'll go, oh, okay, that makes sense. But it's not engaging enough to have you, you know, like, oh, yeah. So it's a movie you could watch without too much fear and trepidation, okay? Amber, hubby might like this one, okay? You could probably even watch it, you know, on a sunny, well, I don't know if it's sunny over there yet, you know, are you still getting snow over there, Possum? Okay, but look, it's one of those movies where you just put it on for a watch for something different, okay, and just a bit of entertainment. It's not one of the great horror movies of this generation or this decade, okay, but like I said, it's basically a movie that you can enjoy on a very basic level, okay, Darkrealmers. Now, it's also available, as I said, on disc, but you can also get it on Blu-ray too, okay? Now, that's my review of Dark House, okay? I hope you've enjoyed my review. Hey, if you've seen the movie, let me know what you think of it in the comments below. And like I said, with my reviews, I always try and be balanced, and as I said, I enjoyed this on some levels, but as a viewer, it left me short in terms of you know, how the plot developed and the mishmash, how everything didn't really quite gel together. But hey, I hope you may find some enjoyment watching that. Alright, Darkrealmers, well that's it from me, horror author and illustrator Michael J. Elliott. And until next time, as I always say, if you're going to go look at ancestral homes that you've been bequeathed, make sure you do it when you stay in the light. Okay? Bye for now.